Andy Johnson, Minnesota State University. I want to give you a basic idea of what a reading intervention might look like, RTI and other interventions. It would include these things, and you can stop the tape and look at these, but an intervention is something that you would see outside a reading curriculum. Like RTI, it's not the curriculum, but something to enhance or extend the curriculum for students who need extra reading help. It is based on a diagnostic reading assessment, and this is a more authentic, more direct type of assessment than a standardized test. Examples include informal reading inventory, qualitative reading inventory, or a diagnostic reading inventory. Here, you actually listen to students read authentic, connected text. As they read, you make notes and record the types of miscues they make, so you know exactly how they're processing the text and what types of mistakes they're made. Based on this, you're able to diagnose what is causing the problem. Is it fluency, word identification, and/or comprehension, or all of these? So, a diagnostic reading assessment gives you the approximate reading grade level based on word identification, approximate comprehension level. It tells you exactly the type of miscues students are making so that you can plan their intervention, and it gives you information about fluency. So again, you plan your intervention to focus on 1, 2, or 3 of these deficit areas. These are things you might see in an intervention, and we'll go over each one, but you spend approximately 3 to no more than 8 minutes on each. Intervention, 20 to 40 minutes. Language experience, where the tutor types a paragraph as the student talks. It dictates exactly what goes in here. You're writing it down. You practice reading it 2 or 3 times to develop fluency until they can read it fluently, and you create mini phonics lessons. Find the word here that begins with the r sound. Find the word here that ends in the d sound. Incidental mini phonics lessons based in the context of authentic writing, and the words and experiences are from their lives. Scaffolded writing support. The student writes 1 or 2 sentences, and you, the tutor, you're sounding out the words as the student is writing. It is cool. All right. To take the pressure off of short-term memory, you're helping the student sound out the words. And if you're using a keyboard, I like to kind of point in the general area where the key is. All right. You can use priming pictures here to get them to write a sentence or 2 about the picture, dictated sentences, writing prompts, or wide open. What do you want to say today? But 1 or 2 sentences. Word work is based on phonograms or word families. These are the Fry 38 most common phonograms in order of most common to least, so we work our way through them. All right? A sample 2-day sequence, onset rhyme, close, riddles, and concept close would look like this. This is onset rhyme. The A, P. A is pay. Good. D plus A is D. We go through all the AY words in that. Find the AY word. Presented with 2 words, they have to point to the AY word and say it. Play. Find the AY word. Hip. We are reinforcing the AY phonogram. Day 1 close. What did you say? Now, the AY is not the target word, but there's an AY word in each one of these sentences to reinforce the AY. Day 2, we would have riddles. Cows eat me. They have a word bank. They have to find the correct AY word. And then a type of mini maze. Which blank did she go? And they have to find the correct word to fill in the blank. And then a concept close are close sentences based on an AY concept. In this case, hay. Farmers grow hay for their cows. We are indirectly reinforcing the AY concept, the AY word family, as well as having them read about real concepts, learn about real things. Fluency work. These are called 30 and 40 word fluencies. A 40 word story. Sometimes reading for a minute is overwhelming to our emergent readers, so they read for 1 minute, they do it 3 times, and we record how long it took them so they can see their times getting shorter each time. For our older students, we use words per minute, where they read a graded reader for 1 minute and they record the number of words they're able to read. This is reinforcing because they can see their number of words going up and they can see themselves getting better from day to day. Scaffolded oral reading. Students choose a book of interest to them and the tutor provides scaffolding. You're reading just a millisecond ahead out loud, just providing enough structure so the student can read unimpeded, so the student doesn't have to struggle. Comprehension and vocabulary activities are embedded into the stories, into the books, and I'll give you some examples of these. This is a during reading activity, semantic features. As they encounter a bird in the book, it can fly, it has legs, it crawls, they check each one of the attributes that are attributed to that thing. All right, so they have to be able to read and comprehend as they are reading. Sentence mix-up, these are all sentences from the story. They see the sentence and they have to put it in the correct order. Story elements, this is the best one. As they encounter them, they have to record characters, setting, and events. And then some sort of game to reinforce the A-Y letter pattern, and you're limited only by your imagination in creating the types of games. Lots of independent reading practice. So how do you measure growth? Well, you have your daily fluency scores. Every 3 weeks, I do a miscue analysis to record a percentage. It gives me word identification percentages. On a 3rd grade reader, he got 98% of the words correct. So I'm able to keep track very directly. All right. And here's an example, by the way, of miscue analysis, where you're writing down exactly what the student says. You can get your percentage from that as well. And then comprehension measures every 3 to 4 weeks as well. This is a maze, and you have every 7 words or 5 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have 3 options, all right? And these are the levels. All right, so use graded readers, and then a story retelling chart, all right, where they have to identify and retell the characters, setting, and events. You may include an inference question there, and you create points based on that. Very direct, more authentic types of assessment, and this is how you keep track of progress. All right, that's it.